I have an announcement to make that I've been hiding for a while. And here's the truth. You guys are right. I want white validation. I want to only date white men. I want to literally change my skin so I can only.
Hold up. Slide in, I slide out. Yeah. Hold up. Yeah. Hold up. Slide in, I slide out. Yeah. Hold up. Yeah.
I hate how they're trying these younger black people these days are trying to make people place them in spaces they don't want them in and stuff like that, like inclusion and stuff like that. No, we don't want that. When you got pride, fuck it, bitch. If you don't want to let me come around, then I don't want to come around. But these new black people these days, like this half black chick who playing Catwoman, they do things like that. You know, Lenny Kravitz daughter, you know, that's who she is. You get me? You know who Lenny Kravitz is. He one of them too. You get what I'm saying? He don't know if he black or white. You get me? But then his mom was on Good Times. I mean, not Good Times. I don't know. Well, we're moving on up, dooming on up. Oh, the Jeffersons. His mom was on the Jeffersons, and who was she married to on the fucking Jeffersons? A fucking white man. You get what I'm saying? A fucking white man. Now, and then she got a white man. Then she get pregnant by a white man. She got Lenny Kravitz. Lenny Kravitz, he sleep with Lisa Bonet, and they have black white daughter. You get what I'm saying? Comes out. You get me? It all started just like in the Batman. She black, or he's white. In the Jeffersons, he's black. I mean, he was her husband was white. She's black. You get me? It all goes. The narrative is being pushed. You get what I'm saying? Whether you see it as a progression for black people, some people see it as them just trying to push interracial relationship, like myself in particular.
I have an announcement to make that I've been hiding for a while. And here's the truth. You guys are right. I want white validation. I want to only date white men. I want to literally change my skin so I can only have white babies.
I believe that's exactly what they're doing. You get what I'm saying? This whole look, to destroy the black community, all you got to do is just make black women need to think that they don't need black men type shit. Now half these black women out there running to go fuck white men because he was fucking Batman. Do you get what I'm saying? Type shit. You get me? It's all in the mind. You get me? They're pushing a narrative, and Ryan from RK Outpost understand that. You get me? Maybe even if Mays and Lucas don't want to agree with it, like he would have agreed back in the day, because he saw the narrative back around, you know, back when Trump was getting in office and shit like that. He saw how they kept pushing a narrative on the news. But then again, he's somewhat of a meathead. You get what I'm saying? So he probably didn't see it. You get me? Or notice it. You get what I'm saying? Because, you know, maybe the news was like his expertise and stuff like that. And after that, he went to do push-ups and stuff. He probably didn't go beyond that to see what goes on in the world and how Hollywood be. Well, I think he knows about Hollywood because, you know, he talked about it and stuff like that. So he knows the narratives that they be pushing. I guess he choose to change his standpoint because, you know, he lose views on his fucking channel and shit. And when you lose views, then you lose money. So he's doing this whole I'm a liberal now.
Constantly, when it came to the magazines and the cosmetics, you know, cosmetics for black people. I want you to think about this. When it came to like just simple foundations and concealers for black women, or you know, or different shades of black people, right? I want you to think about the progress we've made, right? White. The comments, white. Right? I want you to think about this, right?
Now, I'm with Black Lives Matter type shit. You get me? He didn't say that, but that's basically where he at. You get what I'm saying? Once you go into the realm of talking about white people like they're not people like you, then you're basically on the same side as Black Lives Matter in my book.
Oh, that's a slur, okay? I guess maybe white's a slur as well. I don't know.
You didn't need to use the word white. You could have just said privilege, and that would have basically done the job. But they said white, privileged people is very distinct, very much stood out. It bothered me, and it took me out of it. It's not something that needed to be done, but they threw it in there. I think it was way too on the nose. Didn't like it.
But I find it humorous that he was so caught up on the whole white part that he misses the irony of the scene. You have this woman talking to a billionaire. She's thinking that he's, one of her, right? He's part of the struggle, whatnot. This is a billionaire. It's a beautiful scene because now there's some awkwardness. Now it's like, yo, how am I going to reveal to her that I'm like, that who I am, who I really am? Is she going to, respect me as a person? Is she going to love me for who I am, knowing that, I'm part of this rich white, You
didn't need to use the word white. You could have just said privilege, and that would have basically done the job. But they said white privileged people. Is
privileged class that she's, constantly, berating. She's, constantly, berating. She's, constantly, berating. Like, there's so much there, and this fool gives such a flaccid take of the scene due to him being so triggered and so fragile about the word white. White. Shut the fuck up.
And Lucas does that and shit like that. So he a liberal to me. That's as simple as that. You give me 8.